Welcome back to Summit Sunrise here on TV8 Summit. I'm Ashley and I'm hanging out with Erin from Red Buffalo Tea and Coffee. How's it going?
It's going really well. Spring is here. I heard robins chirping and that's usually my telltale sign.
Yeah, I know. I heard birds chirping this morning too. Yesterday was gorgeous. Looks like this week is mostly going to be great.
Mostly.
And you brought me an iced tea spritzer?
Iced tea spritzer. It seemed like the perfect start to kick off some of those ice drinks. It's one of our signature drinks we have. It's just so refreshing.
It's amazing.
It. The hard part is those, like, after even I finish a 20-ounce one, I'm like, but it's all gone. Why is the rum gone? There's no rum in it, but I just, quote Jack Sparrow.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
Gotcha. And I've actually been craving one of these too, especially with this warm weather.
It's been so nice. Although tomorrow is supposed to get a little interesting.
Tomorrow is supposed to be a little interesting, maybe some snow perhaps, but that just makes for a great day for hot drinks.
It does, and you know what? Weather always makes for good conversation starters at coffee shops.
How about that weather out there?
So how about that weather? It's 52 and snowing. How's that work?
Here in Summit County.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Red Buffalo and your teas especially, because I know that you do a really great job with that.
Well, thank you. So Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea, we're located at 358 Blue River Parkway in Silverthorne. So it's a quarter mile north of the I-70 Silverthorne interstate exit. So essential to anything you're doing in Silverthorne. If you have an event at the pavilion, the factory stores, the outlets, sorry, those are the same thing, the rec center, or if
Lake Dillon Theater now too.
Lake Dillon Theater
right
coming very soon. You know, we actually had staff night out at the pavilion for the Summit Education Foundation for their trivia night. So we're a really central hub for Silverthorne. If you want to know anything that's going on in the community, you have to come in and kind of just get to know the people, because that's where local coffee shops that's what local coffee shops foster, is your sense of community, what's going on, the things, the people, and fun new events. And with the tea end of things, yes, we have specialty trained baristas from the Specialty Coffee Association, but with tea, we really focus on loose leaf tea, and not just it's loose leaf and then put in a tea bag, but you can see it all in the mason jars. It has such a higher quality of taste, and there's more body to it. It's really fun to play with. Yesterday I had a gentleman, we mixed our citrus burst rooibos with a very berry tea, so you can really kind of mix and match and be really creative with it.
And you can put it all on ice too. Since it is getting warm, sometimes you just want something a little more refreshing.
Yes, you can. Today we have a jasmine green on ice. Tomorrow is going to be a lemongrass ginger for the green. Today we have a Assam for the black tea, and then once it's summer, then we'll run 3 iced teas every day from our 30 different tea selection. So fun to play with all those flavors.
It is, and it really does feel like summer is finally sort of on the way, spring a little bit here. What's your favorite summer coffee drink?
I have one that we haven't put on the menu ever yet, but I make it for myself. We're going to launch it this summer. We call it our coffee cream soda. So imagine a cream soda, right, like a vanilla cream soda, but it has coffee.
Perfect.
It's so delicious. It's kind of like bubbly and refreshing, and it's got caffeine in it, and I love to make it. It's delicious.
Yeah, I love going into Red Buffalo. I feel like I discover a new drink every time I go in there, and your baristas really are super knowledgeable about what they're doing.
We really try to make sure that they realize their role as an ambassador for specialty coffee, that they're the end representative for all these people who are involved in the industry, from the farmers to the scientists who actually help the farmers decide what varietals are going to be better resistant for climate change and various viruses that can affect the climate, the coffee plant. And we also try to put a lot of that information on our Facebook page. In addition to our live music stuff. Yeah, we have one just kind of about what it's like in a day of a coffee farmer, what goes on. And all those things we think are really important for the average consumer to start to understand, because it's the second most traded commodity in the world. So the more people who can understand it, the better.
Right, and you guys are just so conscious about being part of the community, being a good community member, composting.
Yes, and you know, being a member of the community, we have a really fun thing going on right now. We're doing a community bike drive for kids' bikes. We're working with Keystone Science School. They're doing a bike drive for their summer catch program. And so if anyone has old, doesn't even matter what shape it's in, an old kid's bike, bring it by Red Buffalo. We will make it sure it goes to the Keystone Science School, and you'll get a free drink in the process. So if you just have, you know, like your kid grew out of that bike 3 years ago, it's sitting in the back of the garage. Wilderness Sport has volunteered their techs to do all the tune-ups to make sure these bikes are safe and good and ready to go, and we'll make sure they get to Keystone Science School.
Cool. It's such a great cause. And where can people find you, just one more time?
RedBuffaloCafe.com or Facebook is a really good place. But of course, the best way is to always come on in. We're 358 Blue River Parkway in Silverthorne.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Erin, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
I love going into Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea, and I always look forward to the drinks you bring me. I'm so excited to drink this one.
Monday morning's really good for you.
Yes, you too. Well, thank you so much. Have an awesome day.
Of course.
Stay tuned for more Summit Sunrise, folks. We're going to take a look at High Country Conservation Center. Speaking of being a good community partner, High Country Conservation Partner or Conservation Center, HC3 as we like to call it for ease, focuses on energy efficiency, composting, and recycling as well. Let's take a look.